You mentioned the salary cap. What does that look like internally in the Ravens organization? How are you managing the cap on a day-to-day basis? Is there a team that's managing the salary cap that's telling you a lot of the numbers, the data team? How are you overseeing that?
Well, we've built out a lot of our systems from where we were, 10, 15 years ago. We started an analytics program in 2012. We brought in a developer, and then we brought another developer, and we developed our own in-house software. So we have some dashboards and different things that will give me daily updates. But we do have, working closely with me, three football administration people: Nick Matteo, Pat Moriarty, and Sophie Cortese. And they really get into the nuts and bolts of day to day. They do negotiation with agents. They will manage the cap. They will work on, making sure we're compliant, understanding all the rules and all the various things with the CBA collective bargaining agreement and all those things every single day. So I spend more time with those guys than I probably do the scouts, quite honestly, because it changes every single day. Basically, the philosophy that I have, is that we want to spend cash every year. Okay, so you've got the salary cap and then you've got cash spent. Okay, and we were always, historically, the Eagles were the same way, cash over cap. So we're spending more money than the cap every single year through signing bonuses and different things. We want to be every year approximately the 7th, 10th best in the league in terms of cash spent. We don't want to be number one, and we certainly don't want to be number 32. We want to be in the top third of all teams every single year in terms of cash spent, which we think gives us a chance to be somewhat responsible, but also aggressive in terms of signing players and retaining our own players. That works for us. Now, we're not a big team of free agency. We're not going to go out and typically sign high price guys. We did sign Derrick Henry this year, but we're not going to be a team historically that's going to go out and spend $30 million on a player, unless he's one of our players. We will try to retain our players. And one of my pledges was that we're going to, as a GM, we're going to try to retain our young talent as much as possible. I think we've done about 32 deals in the last 6 years with our own players. So I'm not really interested in getting players from other teams as much. But if we have good young talent that we've drafted and developed, for me, it makes a lot of sense to keep those guys in our program.